morning and welcome to Yankee Stadium. This is your Yankees Fan Central.
Look, do you guys remember that roster hole we feared so much? The one that could compromise the start of the season? Well, it seems the front office is considering a solution. But it comes with a price. And that price might tug at the heartstrings of a lot of fans here in the Bronx. Are you ready for a change that, on one hand, promises to relieve an immediate headache, but on the other, might mean giving up a future that many of us still dream about? It's a high-stakes bet, isn't it? What would you do? Drop a heavy like if you won't settle for anything less than a title this season. Now, let's get to the facts that are circulating out there. The news that caught a lot of people off guard is that the Yankees have their eyes on a shortstop from the Washington Nationals, a player who has been putting up some pretty solid numbers. He's a name that keeps coming up in trade discussions, C.J. Abrams. The idea, bring him to the Bronx to fill a gap that has opened up. You know, Volpe, our Anthony Volpe, is recovering from that shoulder surgery. He won't be back in time for the start of the season. That means they need someone who can step in and play every single day, no questions asked. And this Abrams, he's under contract through 2028, making around $4.2 million in 2026. An affordable number, but one the Nationals expect a solid return for. The proposal that has been gaining traction? He'd come to the Yankees, and in exchange, our Volpe would go to Washington, possibly along with another young prospect. Yes, that's right. They're evaluating this trade precisely because Abrams has been more consistent at the plate. Over the last 3 seasons, he's averaged around 19 home runs and more than 30 stolen bases. An OPS hovering around 750. He's played full seasons and can handle the workload. Meanwhile, Volpe, with his recovery and slightly underwhelming performance, would get a fresh start somewhere else in a different environment. The Nationals, for their part, see Volpe as a high-upside prospect, still with room to grow and fit into their young team strategy. On paper, it makes sense for both sides, but in practice, uncertainty hangs in the air. I'm going to be straight with you. Some front office decisions make sense, and some feel like a joke. Talk to me, Bronx fans. Today I need your opinion, because, look, when I see a rumor like this, my head starts spinning. Abrams? Sure, the guy is doing well, consistent at the bat, steals bases, puts up numbers that Volpe is still chasing. And yes, we need someone who is ready on day one. We can't start the season with a hole in the lineup, waiting on a miracle. The goal here is the title. And if you're not playing to win it all, you're not playing for the Yankees. Period. But trading Volpe, our Volpe, the kid we watched come up, who had his moments, who still has a learning curve ahead of him. That's the part that gets me. We've seen this before, haven't we? Next thing you know, the guy goes off on another team and we're left wondering, what if we'd just been more patient? On the other hand, patience has its limits when the World Series clock is ticking. It's the win now mentality. And if Abrams is the guy who gives us that consistency right now, is the risk worth it? My big question is, are we giving up on Volpe too soon, or are we being pragmatic to fill the gap and chase the ring? It's a dilemma that eats at me. What do you think? Covering the Bronx every day takes dedication. Support our Buy Me a Coffee at the link daily content in the description and help the channel grow. It's one of those things. I want the team to win, but I also want decisions to be made with a long-term vision that won't come back to haunt us. Abrams is good, no doubt, but the trauma of watching one of our own prospects blossom somewhere else, that haunts me. Or maybe, who knows, this is exactly the shakeup we need. I honestly don't know what to think. All I know is that the season is starting, and we need to have the strongest roster possible. No excuses.